Okay, so what's going on? I'm back, and right now we're gonna do the creating files and removing the files, and then all this kind of cool stuff actually. So I always make it bigger for you to see, and so now we are in here. And this is the last thing we're gonna do today, basically. Oh God, this basically is a mess. Okay, we're here. The first thing the first command that we're gonna learn is it's called touch command. Touch, like touch is best you touch something. Okay, you can touch something if it exists, but in Linux, the touch command we use it we really don't use it that much often, but it is very useful, especially when you want to make a file. You just want to create a file without nothing inside the file, which is pretty much useless, but it's actually a useful command when you are like upgrading some kind of stuff, like for example you are upgrading your server or you're trying to hack some systems. The touch command is very important, and you can manipulate it to do a lot of things for you. But you need to know the basics. So the basics of touch, it's basically create the file if the file doesn't exist. Okay, so I'm gonna say ls. I'm gonna remove all these files, and there is an easy way to do, and everything, and you're good to go. See all those files, they are gone. Yalla, bye bye. And the rm command too, I will show it to you. Not now. I'm using some commands that you doesn't know, but it's okay. The touch command, it's basically create a file. Okay, it create a file. If the file exists, it will edit the time that the file exists. For example, let's say ls. Let's touch a file called Abu Bakr. I love myself, bro. Let's see the txt. Okay, so the timestamp of this file Abu Bakr, if I do, and you know how to see the timestamp, right? You use this one with ls to display the timestamp. So I do ls-l, and I can actually see the name of the file Abu Bakr, so that I don't want to see about desktop, all these things. No, bro, I'm not interested in that. I'm all interested in Abu Bakr. You see, so the file it's been created at July 17th 06/19, right? Okay, sure. So let's assume for some purposes, and one of the most important purposes is, for example, let's assume I wanted to make the backup of the file. Okay, so the easy way to know that this file is old enough to do the backup is by using the touch. And when I do the backup, I will touch the file again, so that next time when I want to do the backup, I know how old this file is. Okay, so right now this file is it's very young file. It's only been created only 1 minute ago. Okay, so let's assume I wanted to change the timestamp of the file from 6:19 to the current time right now, which is 6:20. Okay, so let's say I press ls, and something very cool about it, as I already told you, it already saved all the commands that you run. So if you want to run something twice, just press the arrow key, the right one, and it's gonna take you to the end, so you don't have to type it over and over and over again. So you press ls, and then you see the time, it's still 06:19, right? Even though right now the time is 06:21, right? So let's assume I did a backup, and the backup, it's basically like scheduled to check if the file is changes. If the file changed, it doesn't really matter what, like maybe with 1 minute, like anything happens to the file. If the file is changed, then I need to do a backup of the file again. Okay, so the easy way to do that is by using this touch command. I can just say touch Abu Bakr txt again. When I touch it right now, it will change only the timestamp. And actually, let me show you exactly. Let's assume I open the file, and then I write some data inside. For example, I say mousepad. This mousepad is the name of a text editor. This text editor I'm using, you see it written here, mousepad. So I say mousepad Abu Bakr txt. I open it. It is an empty file. Obviously, I just touch it. So let's assume I say hello there. I'm happy to be alive and healthy. I'm very bad at typing. You got right, like this one. Okay, let's assume I do this, and then I press Ctrl S. I save it. I say save this one as well. Okay, and And if I say ls tag l, actually the time will change it because I already edit the file, but at some point I didn't add anything in the file. Okay, but I just want to do the backup of the file, or I just want to make the timestamp of the file to be right now. You understand, right? Because sometimes, like let's assume you want to manipulate like a web server. You want to tell the web server, yo, this file it is very old file, or this file it's a very new file. So there are a lot of ways to do that. You understand, right? And this touch command, that is why it becomes very useful in all those kind of scenarios. So right now, like, let's assume I change the time of my PC to be like 2 or 3 days back. You understand, right? I create this file right now, but the timestamp of the file will be 3 days ago. And then any software that try to look at the time, it cannot know that this file it is created today. It will just see it as it is created yesterday or 3 days ago. Like, depends on the time I set. So that's why I'm just demonstrating the touch. The touch command, for now we will not use it that much, but when we try to break into systems, you will see how much useful is it. So, and then the second command, it's echo. Well, echo, it's basically print. And you know, print in programming languages, for example C, C++, all those programming languages, there has print statements, right? So echo, it's a print statement. It's basically print, and it's a echo anything in this code. You get it, right? Like, for example, if I say echo something, what will be the output? The output will be something. You get it, right? Echo something, the output will be something. You got it? And then let's echo something and something. You see, something and something. Understand this one, right? So this one is basically a print statement. And if you don't want to use this one, you can use the print one. It's okay, bro. And then you can use this. Sorry, it's a C. It's supposed to be a C. Percentage. What is that exactly? Okay, I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. So you don't even have to put them in curly braces. You just print it. Print. Hello there. You see, hello there. It's printed. Say echo. Hello there. And so this print and echo, they are the same thing. You understand, right? So they are just a way for us to show something, like something happens. For example, like I want to make like a very simple calculator. I can just say print enter enter first number, you see, and then I do like this one, and then I took the input from the user, but I have to do something like this now. You get it, right? And then I will take the input from the user. So and then I'll save it something else. I will save it to maybe to a variable or something like this. So this print, they are used to print something to the console. This is just the same as the programming languages, but the reason why I put them inside creating files, it is because with this print, you see this arrow key, you can actually use it to send the output of this thing to a file. You understand? So let's assume I say echo something. You see, right now I can see there's something here, right? And if I press ls, I can see my Abubakar txt. Sure. But let's assume I don't want to see this output here. I want to save the output in a file called something.txt. So I can say echo something. I'm just gonna use my thing, and then you see this arrow key. It means send the output to whatever it's the output. Send it to this file name, and the thing that comes with the file name. Let's say something, and very something.txt. You see, right now it doesn't print anything. But if I say if I open the something.txt with my text editor, which is mousepad something.txt, you see something in here, right? You see it here? Very good. So this is the more important of echo at this point for us. And actually, even this operator too, there are a lot of them, but for now let's just focus on this one and this two. So the differences between the 1 and 2, the 1, it's basically stands for override, and this one is append. and I hope you know what those things exactly means. If you doesn't know, I'm gonna explain it to you. It's all good. So let's assume I say let's assume I do my echo something to something the txt. Okay, so let's say I'm sorry, what is this thing working? So let's assume I say echo something one the txt. Okay, and then where is my something the txt again? I need to say mouse pad control Z. I do something else. I say mouse pad something the txt. You see something the txt one is still there. Sorry, it's the only one there. Okay, but let's assume I say echo something the txt2 in there. What will you expect it to be? Well, because this one it is not appending, it's just gonna override it. Let's say echo something to txt2. You see what? So but it's not gonna change automatically by itself. Yeah, it has to reload from the system. You see, it changed it to be something 2. So, but let's assume we don't want to delete something 1. We want something 1 to exist, and then we want something 2 to exist in there. So a very easy way to do that is by using these double quotes. How do you call it? Double greater signs. Greater sign. Oh god, I'm very bad. So if we do like this, let's change it to something 1 so that you can see like visual differences. So if you do like this, the output will be something 1 and then something 2, and then after something 2 something 1 again. Let's see. Boom, you see like this. If I try to, it's gonna ask me to reload. You see now, something 2 something 1. Okay, let's assume I say I love eating food. So this one, will goes after this one. Okay, and you see like I don't know why I really need to reload it over time, but it's okay. You see something 2 something 1, I love eating food. You see all these ones, but right now if I've ever made a mistake and then I just do like this echo let's assume I say mistake. Okay, let's assume I say mistake, and then I do only one, I say something to txt. You know what is gonna happen? It's gonna delete all these files, and then it's gonna send only mistake to this file. You understand, right? It's gonna say, yo, I am sorry bro, anything exists in there, it's gone. We just need only this thing to be there. For example, I press enter right now. If I reload it, you're gonna see nothing except the only word mistake that is in here. You get it, right? So this is the differences between the one quote and the double quotes, and it is always advised to never use the one quote. You understand? Because sometimes, like, let's assume you have 1,000 lines of something, and then you use one quote, and then it's gone. And the problem of Linux, if something is gone, it's gone. You'll never bring it back, whoever you are. So we're gonna stop here. Actually, no. Let's do cat. Okay. Cat is a way of reading files. Okay, so right now you know how to move around, you know how to see what is in the folders, and then you know how to create something. But come on bro, why should I create something that I don't know how to read it? Well, in fact there is a way to read things. The easy way to read things, there is one command which is called cat. You know cats bro, I love cats. So cat, the cat that you know, cat, yeah, cat, and then you say the file name and ls. Let's see, ls. So I have cat Abubakar. Okay, you see, it's gonna print anything inside Abubakar. Basically, it's gonna say cat. So the thing inside Abubakar, they are, hello there, I'm happy to be alive and healthy, and thank God for that. You get it, right? And then let's assume I want to catch something, it's the only thing inside something right now, it's mistake. You see it here? But let's assume we want to cat our cheat sheet in the terminal. You know, we decided, yo, you know, actually we wanted to see our cheat sheet in the terminal. Okay, so where does our cheat sheet exist exactly? You can see it here. When I hover the mouse in the at the name of it, it's gonna show me where it is. It is in the desktop and then cheat sheet slash, right? So I can see cat desktop slash cheat sheet txt, and voila. You see them here? See all the thing I write in here. You see them here? You see it here, you see it there. So it's the same thing basically. So the cat, it is used to read files, and then this command cat, even with this cat too, you can use it to create file. For example, like you can do something like this cat, and then you say send it to a file name, like you say file name txt, and then it's gonna wait for you. Whatever you type in now, you press enter, it's gonna send it to the file. For example, Abubakar Yusuf Abubakar, like this, you see. So all these things right now, if I want to stop this one, I have to press Ctrl C. You see, like the angle thing with C, it basically means Ctrl C. So if I say cat file name only without the angle, it's gonna view only the file's name. You see, Abubakar, Yusuf Abubakar. This is basically what I type in there. So the cat, we use it sometimes to open files and sometimes to create file. We use it in, like, it has a multiple usage. And when we come to opening files in Linux, there are a huge commands to open the file. For example, nano. I can see nano file name.txt, and you see the same thing, Abubakar Yusuf Abubakar. And I can see you see this one too, it used to open file, and I can say vim file name.txt. You see Abubakar Yusuf Abubakar too as well. And I can see there's a vi as well. It's like an old version of vim, vi file name.txt, Abubakar Yusuf Abubakar. You see, so basically there are a lot of ways to open files, and I can use the mouse pad, the mouse pad as well, mouse pad file name.txt, and it's gonna open it in here, Abubakar Yusuf Abubakar. You see what? So there are a lot of ways to open files. Actually, Linux, you just have to choose the one you like the most. If you like using cat, you're more than welcome. If you like using nano, you're welcome. Vim, welcome. Vi, welcome. NVim, there are thousands of them. Even everyone just create its own. So it is not like in Microsoft Windows that you just have to use Notepad. No, hell no. In here, we have a variety of things. So, and then we come to make mkdir. You remember the command that we say pwd, right? Print working directory, right? So now we know how to create files. Let me write it here. Our progress of today. First of all, not today really, you can watch these videos for a very long time. First of all, we know how to move around. Second of all, we know how to view files, and third of all, we know how to create files. And the last one that we're going to focus right now is how to create directory, how to create folders. Okay, right? We know how to move around, view files, create files, a lot of things. So the next video, it's going to focus on how you can create a folder, and then I will try to show you how you can delete files as well, because this one too is very crucial. So the last one's going to be 5, delete files and folders. So right now I'm gonna stop the recording and I'm gonna come back. And then I'm gonna save this one.